can stand up now for the guest of honor is ready. Karibu sana mgeni rasmi kwenye hafla hii fupi ya kufunga shughuli yetu. Karibu sana meza kuu. And thank you very much. You can have your seat. Thank you very much. Before we start, I want to welcome Dr. Buguzi, who will take us through the few takeaways in 3 minutes. And for that reason, mgeni rasmi na meza yako, nitaomba kwa dakika chache ni kusumbue kidogo, tutakaa kwenye vile viti pale, tuangalie hii video fupi na takeaways, and then tutaendelea na protokali nyingine. Dr. Buguzi, karibu for the takeaways. We have 3 minutes for this.
Thank you so much, MC. So we are ending soon, so how was it? Yeah, and we need to have what to take home. Next. Mainly universal health coverage is what we had and what we talked about mostly, but we all heard it from the President, the need for collaboration among stakeholders, and what it will take for us to achieve this goal of attaining universal health coverage. Number one. Number two, there is the National Institute of Public Health. We need to know when we are going to have it. So the biggest call was to urgently make it possible. You heard it from the Minister of Health, Honorable Umi Mwalimu, and there we are, our community health workers. Investment in these community health workers is very vital. This was highlighted during the speeches and during the plenary, the theme discussions. And we need to invest in the community health workers as the government does the rest. This was announced, the plans of the Minister of Health in implementing a comprehensive plan for community health workers was announced, and that's very important. So are we really harnessing the power of community health workers? Then primary health care. All we're doing, we are strengthening health systems for universal health coverage and the focus being on primary health care. So have we deliberated enough strategies? Have we spoken enough, and have we come up with enough strategies to ensure there is primary health care? So the journey of 1,000 miles is still very long, and it's just begun. So this we need to take very seriously. And as we wind up with all these takeaways, plus much more that is coming, you have to stay tuned for a big report, which will contain all the recommendations and deliberations that you have gathered, and they will be contained in this report. The date, venue, and how the report will be disseminated will be announced in the due course, perhaps very soon. Are you ready for THS 2024? Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Dr. Buguzi. That was short, brief, and straight to the point, and I hope we are all ready for THS 2024. And niombe sasa kurejesha meza kuu kwenye nafasi zetu tafadhali, mgeni rasmi. The guest of honor, please, we can come back to our seat in the high table so that we can proceed with the rest of the proceedings. So for the benefit of time, I will invite the THS President, Dr. Omar, to give a vote of thanks and later invite the board chair to introduce the executive committee, the organizing committee, steering committee, and even the volunteers to wave before inviting the guest of honor for the closing speech. So, Dr. Omar Chilo, karibu. You have 2 minutes.
Dear guest of honor, Dr. Wilson Mahera, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Pure Raj, the high table, my colleagues, friends, my lecturers are here. I'm so proud to have you all here, and I feel so honored that we are ending up these 10 years of Tanzania Summit with great joy and success. But I'm not going to take you many of your time because I think we discussed this throughout the 2.5 days since we started 2 days ago. But my message is I'd like to thank you so much, all of you, everyone who participated financially, but also contributed in one way or another. Special thanks to Dr. Chekuwal Fan for his guidance. You know, this success is always you have someone who sees from the different angle. And he's the one who actually trying to, you know, regulate where the direction is, but also we are implementers and also contributing somehow in the thought of this making Tanzania Summit a good platform. But I'd like to thank the steering committee. There's a lot of steering committees, and I think the average will be probably 24 years. So can you clap for this steering committee who have been done a good job? Chayoa, can you show your hand? That is an IT. What do you see? Everything here, all these, you know, IT stuff, the screens, everything is organized and is working all over the night. I had someone want to steal my ICT. Please take, you have to be careful. But also the volunteers, my team, Siande. Where is Siande? I call her a disturbing lady. She's always calling, sending emails. Arnold, where is Arnold Kaihula? So the success of this conference is a lot of people, but these are key people to me. They really make this conference happening. The last thing is the board. I'd like to thank the board, the organizing committee, and all of you who are here. Thank you so much. I hope to meet you 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Omar Chilo, the president of THS, for those vote of thanks. And now I welcome Dr. Chiku, the board chair, to introduce the organizing committee as well as the board members, and later invite the guest of honor for the closing speech.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Nawasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. I'm very honored to be here today in front of you. Our chief guest, Dr. Wilson Mahera, high table, and my colleagues. As Dr. Chilo said, we are very happy and honored to celebrate this 10 years anniversary of our Tanzania Summit. Tanzania Summit belongs to all of us, and this has been shown by our persistence and contributions and engagements until today. I will try to make my story very short, but briefly I would like to say Tanzania Summit is made by almost 7 organizations. One is Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Mainland. Another one is Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Zanzibar. Another one is Pure Raj. Another one is THS. Another one is Bakwata, Muslim Council. Another one is CSC, it's Stand for Christian. Another one is after, it stands for private sector. Those organizations, or these organizations, they form what we call organizing committee. And they are responsible to organize everything as far as this conference is concerned. Therefore, I would like to commend the role of organizing committee to the success of the summit. Each of these organizations provide one representative, which at the end become a member of organizing committee. Unfortunately, I'm also the chairman of that organizing committee for the past 10 years, but I think from next year we need to have another chairman for organizing committee. I would like to mention that our first and foremost organizing committee we had when we started this summit 2014. And for those who are here, I would like to you stand up and say hello to the podium. First is Dr. Godwin Ndamogoba, which by that time he was working with the SSC. Where is Dr. Edwin? Good. Another one is Dr. Maria Mongala, which by that time she was working with the Minister of Health. We have Dr. Mohamed Dahoma from Zanzibar, Minister of Health. We have Dr. Ligile Vumilia from Minister of Health. He was one of the very vibrant members. We have Dr. James Kengia from Pure Raj. We have Dr. Catherine Joachim from Ministry of Health. We also have Dr. Godfrey Kwayu. Where is Dr. Godfrey? He was from CSC. We also have Joseph Muhagama. This is a long-standing organizing committee member from AFTA. He was there from day one and he is there until today. As we are celebrating 10 years, he also celebrating 10 years as organizing committee member of Tanzania Summit. We have also Luz Samuel, who she was working. Oh, Luz, she's there. Thanks very much, Luz. She was representing Ministry of Health. We have Dr. Ansbet Lugakingira from Ministry of Health. Where is Dr. Ansbet? He's there. We have Dr. Ame M. Ame. Dr. Ame. He's not with us today. We have Beatrice Joseph. Thank you very much, Beatrice. And we have Rashidi Maulidi. Where is Rashid Maulidi there? Therefore, these are the organizing committee team members who have served to be member of the organizing committee for various times. And I'm happy to announce few of us are still here, like Joseph, like Dr. Chilo. Dr. Chilo also, he's a member of organizing committee. Therefore, one clap please for organizing committee. And we have the most important committee which manage everything. Organizing committee usually will sit once for a while, like for a month or after every 3 months. But there is people who are day and night working for this summit. And this is what we call executive committee, are the one who managing everything. And the head of this executive committee, the head of the executives of the summit, the one who make all decisions as far as the summit is concerned, is our president, who is Dr. Omari Chilo. I think most of you know him, and he is a far front of the summit. He's the key personnel who knows everything what's going on at the summit is concerned. And then we have Madam Insiande Urasa, who she is leading all administrative and financial issues as far as the summit is concerned. And we have our general manager who is assisting Dr. Chilo, Innocent Deus. He's there. And we have Arnold Kashula, who is head of the conference. Where is Arnold? This one, Arnold, this one. And all this, as far as the conference organizations, arrangement flow, is the one. But as Dr. Chilo has said, please don't take away from him. Also, we have Abdurazak Mungi. Where is he? He's also there. You can see there are very few. There are 5, but they are the one who making everything possible. Therefore, if we have to clap our hands, I think this committee deserves most of the claps. Therefore, thank you, Dr. Omar Chilo and the executive committee team for this good work. And all these blessings, all these results, actually some of us, we are given some applause, but all this belongs to Dr. Chilo and his executive committee for the very good and excellent work. And because of I'm the chairman of the board, I will not leave here before mentioning the members of the board who are making a strategic decisions as far as Tanzania summit is concerned and giving directions where Tanzania Health Summit should follow. Myself, Dr. Chaku, I'm a member of the board. I'm also chairman of the board. We have also Dr. Omar Chilo. He's a member of the board and our general secretary of the board. We have Madam Dorosa Duncan. Is she here? I think she is not here. For those who know Mama, she's the brain behind Mama. We have Dr. Antuli Kapologwe. I think probably the most common figure here. Everyone knows him for his good work and energy. We have Dr. Grace Magembe. We have Dr. Samuel Ugilo. Dr. Samuel Ugilo, he's a chief executive of AFTA, but also he's among the first founding members of Tanzania Summit. Because when Tanzania Summit started this idea, among the people consulted with Dr. Chilo, Dr. Ugilo, by that time it was Dr. Maria Mwangala, with the head of CSC by that time was Peter Maduki, and then was Minister of Health, Dr. Seif by that time. Those are the ones who refresh the idea of the summit until the summit we see today. Therefore, please, another hand of applause to Dr. Ugilo. And then we have Thomson A. Anath. I think he's not here, the CEO of St. Joseph University Group. And also we have Jeremy Zongrana, who was the previous country director of JPIGO, but currently he's taking a role in Melinda Gates in Nigeria, but he continued to serve the member of organizing committee. Actually, he's one of the member who never missed a meeting. Therefore, please, we are not doing much work the executive committee does, but please, another hand of applause to board members. After this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone, especially our guest of honor. I know it's very late, but he took his time to come. He has been with us today most of the time. I appreciate your time and presence. But also every one of us, I would love to mention, but the time is not with us. We have sponsors of different categories. We have exhibitors. We have participating institutions. We have speakers. We have scientists who send the abstract. And we have among us who just come to see what's happening. Thank you very much. Without you, this summit could not be possible. We value you most, and please join us forever so that we can make this summit bigger and bigger and fruitful for the benefit of our country. I think that claps is not enough for us, because that's for all of us. Thank you very much. Last but not least, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honor to give us remarks, closing remarks, and then to announce the closure of this 10th summit. Before that, please, as we have been instructed, we are going to do everything possible to do this summit next year in Zanzibar. But more updates will come. Thank you very much. Your guest of honor, please, welcome to give your remarks. Thank you.
Okay. My name is Dr. Wilson Mahela Charles, Deputy Permanent Secretary, responsible with the health, social welfare and nutrition at the President's Office, Regional Administration and Local Government. I know that this closing remark was supposed to come from the Minister of State, P.O. Lodge, Honorable Mohamed Omar Mchengerwa. He would have wished to be here, but due to inevitable circumstances has traveled outside the country. So he tasked me to come and do this on his behalf. So I'm going to read his closing remark as he would have done it if he would have been here. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the participants of the 10th anniversary of Tanzania Health Summit, with all protocols observed, as usual, I greet you in the name of the United Republic of Tanzania. Good evening. It is my honor to stand before you today to close this landmark event. Over the past 3 days, we have had a rich and a productive dialogue on the theme of strengthening health systems for universal health coverage. And this is the most important for us, POLAG, focusing on primary health care. As you all know, in Tanzania, public health system the structure is pyramidal in nature, and at the base is primary health care, mainly consisting of dispensaries, health centers, and cancer hospitals. And that is done mandated to be coordinated, supervised by the POLAG. So we feel honored that this year the theme was meant for primary health care. I'm sure it will help us to improve our performance. So we have heard from leading experts and the practitioners. Okay. I think I'm used to here because I used to lecture at the University of Dar es Salaam. So sitting there, and I'm a mathematician, so I like, lecturing while standing. Okay, so distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all the participants of the 10th anniversary of Tanzania Health Summit, with all the protocols observed, again, I greet you in the name of the United Republic of Tanzania. It is my honor to stand before you today on behalf of the Minister of State, Honorable Mohamed Omar Mchengerwa, who was supposed to be here, but then he has not managed, but has asked me to come on his behalf and deliver this closing remark. So over the past 3 days, we have had a rich and a productive dialogue on the theme of strengthening health systems for universal health coverage, focusing on the primary health care, as I said, and this is entirely also for implementation by the PO Large, although the standard operating procedures, guidelines, and the policies is done by the Ministry of Health. So in Tanzania, you all know that the sector of health is being actually run by two ministries. At the base in Pyramido, it is PO Large, but if starting from referral regional hospitals to the national, done by the Ministry of Health. And I'm happy that also the Ministry of Health was here that first day, and this last day was supposed to be the minister from PO Large, but I'm here on his behalf. So we have heard from leading experts, and actually I have also participated in some of the sessions, and the practitioners on a wide range of topics, including the importance of universal health coverage, the role of primary health care, and the need to invest in community health workers. As you have heard, these are the takeaways, because there were four I jotted down, mainly focusing on UHC, community health workers, primary health care, and the institute. So I'm particularly pleased that the summit has highlighted the importance of PHC. As we all know, primary health care is the foundation of a strong health systems. And in Tanzania, almost more than 85% of Tanzanian population receive health, social welfare, and nutrition services from PHC. So if you are for UHC, then you see it is important that we strengthen the systems there. It is the first point of contact for the most people seeking health care. And it is essential for, actually, for health promotion and health prevention before we go to treatment. So if we strengthen health promotion and health preventive and disease preventive, that will be even better, so that those who are going for curative, they are few. And then above, we know for that is rehabilitation and palliative care with the Ministry of Health. So promoting health lifestyle is very important, as we have heard that a lot of the diseases, non-communicable diseases, caused by lifestyles. And providing comprehensive care to mothers and the children. And this is very important. You know, the political will is there in this country to make sure that Tanzania get high quality services, health services, social welfare, and nutrition. Especially from our president, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, has invested a lot in the infrastructure, but also in equipping those health facilities with the medical up-to-date medical facilities. So the political will is there from the Tanzanian mainland and from Zanzibar. As you could see, even the president of Zanzibar came here. So we are lucky that the political will is there. So I'm also pleased that the summit has emphasized the importance of investing in community health workers. Community health workers are frontline healthcare providers who play a vital role in delivering PHC services to communities. And this was also a message. I happened to attend the Geneva Summit, WHA 76. It was highly emphasized that if we are to go to health all people at all times, at all ages, you have to emphasize and start using, implementing community health workers. It was also a message from that meeting, and I'm happy that it is also a message to this meeting. So the issue now remains, how are we going to make sure that we implement this? Because the will also is there for the government, as you could hear from the Minister of Health, but also at PO Large. We have a comprehensive plan whereby we want to recruit intensively 153,385 community health workers, if it works. And that requires a huge amount of money, and it requires support from various state and non-state actors. Because we think that for the coming 3 years, starting from this year, if we could manage, we could recruit 51,192 community health workers. Next year, 51,000. The year after next year, 51,000. So in total, 153,875. What do we want to do? The plan is each hamlet to have 2 community health workers, if possible, because we have 64,384 hamlets in Tanzania. So we want each hamlet, vitongoji, to have 2 community health workers. And the villages, there are 12,318. We want 1 in each village as a supervisor. And we have streets, about 4,263 streets. We want 1 supervisor in that. So in total, we want that number. We think that this is the way to go. So I'm happy that this is a takeaway. So the stakeholders have to support us when it comes to invest, because we need huge amount of money for this. And this time, we don't want the fragmented one. We want an integrated community health workers. So we are going to come up with a plan, maybe where we are going to have a basket fund, and train them for 6 months. And we give them good incentives. And this time, we want you stakeholders that have been supporting us in those community health workers, so to have a common understanding, so that one community health workers does at least 6 functions: malaria, TB, HIV, emergency and preparedness, nutrition. So we are going, and the good thing is that the Ministry of Health is now finalizing the curriculum for that. So please, when we come for support, support us. And this is because it is the take away from this. So the stakeholders who are here, please, we hope that will support us. They are trusted members of their communities, and they are essential for ensuring that everyone has access to the care they need. I'm grateful to the President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, His Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, and the Minister of Health of Tanzania, Umi Mwalimu. She supports she supports community health workers, and she supports the strengthening systems of primary health care. So do we, PO Large, this time. For their unwavering commitment to UHC and the PHC, without forgetting our President, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan. Once again, in a special way, I should also commend the President of Zanzibar, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, for his commitment in the supporting investment in water and the sanitation projects, that is WASH, which have had a great impact on the health and the well-being of the citizens. What Dr. Mwinyi does in Zanzibar, Samia Suluhu Hassan does in mainland and the whole of Tanzania. So access to clean water and good hygiene services is a basic human right. And the President has been highly ensuring that every Tanzania enjoys these needs. And is a vital requirement for UHC. So I'm also grateful to all of the speakers, panelists, and the participants for their contribution to this important summit. Congratulations. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the 10th Tanzania Health Summit has been a resounding success. We have made significant progress in identifying the challenges and opportunities in achieving universal health coverage in Tanzania. So let us make it a reality this time when we move from here. We have also developed a clear roadmap for moving forward from this summit, but as we have heard also from the political will and from the Ministry of Health and the PO Large. So as we close this summit, I urge all of you to continue working together to strengthen our health systems and achieve universal health coverage for all Tanzanians, probably before 2030. Yes, we can. together. So recommendation, all stakeholders in the country should continue to support initiatives to strengthen primary health care as a quick win to achieve universal health coverage. Continue supporting us. We have invested a lot, the government of Sixth Faith by Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan and Mwinyi in terms of infrastructure, construction of new health facilities and rehabilitation from the government fund, from your support, you stakeholders that are here. A lot has been done. But we still face shortage of, with that, and a lot of services now are being provided to the lower level, then we face a shortage of human resource. So we have almost 52% shortage, but you stakeholders, you support us in recruiting some of these people to help us. So continue supporting us while we are also planning to come up with these issues of community health workers, then our people will be able to access UHC. So there is a need to establish the National Institute of Public Health in our country to improve the existing condition of public health. But we have also SEDA. I don't know, you know SEDA. The institute is already, the systems are already in place. We can leverage on those systems that are already there and start recruiting or training our people. Anyway, but this is a takeaway. But we have already systems in place. Instead of reinventing the wheel, we just establish the curriculums and move. In order to improve further our health systems, investment in community health systems is inevitable. Concerted investment is needed to train and support community health workers. And with this, we are very serious. The Ministry of Health is very serious. We are also very serious. We plead to you stakeholders that this time, we don't want to be having community health workers that are fragmented, that are not coordinated. And we shall not allow someone to go there. We want to work together. So we shall not permit someone to go there if will not support us. Because we want to be fragmented, to avoid fragmentation, we want to work together. Working together will achieve UHC. So when we come, actually the Minister of Health promised that is going to call upon a meeting of stakeholders and discuss this. We shall when the curriculum is ready, we shall call for a meeting and let you know our plans. So we hope you will support us, no longer working in a fragmented. In order to improve further our health systems investment, as pointed out by Honorable Minister of Health, Umi Mwalimu, regarding the significance of holding next summit in Zanzibar, I would like to take this opportunity to urge the leadership of THS to consider this important recommendation. As I close, I should remind everybody attending here that 10th Tanzanian Health Summit was a valuable opportunity to discuss the challenges and opportunities in the achieving UHC in Tanzania. So it will be my great expectation that when we meet next year, God willing, in Zanzibar, we shall be discussing some of the milestones from these takeaways. So the key takeaways from the summit highlights the importance of focusing on PHC, investing in the community health workers, and establishing a National Institute of Public Health. The government of Tanzania pleaded to continue supporting these efforts in order to achieve its goal of health for all, SDG 3. Having said that, I humbly declare that the 10th Tanzanian Health Summit is officially closed. I thank you.
So another big round of applause for our guest of honor, Dr. Charles Mahera. Asante sana, Dr. Charles Mahera. And 1 minute vote of thanks from Dr. Kim, DPS Zanzibar, as we go for the award ceremony. Dr. Kim, Sim, tafadhali. Dakika moja.
Dear guest of honor, Dr. Wilson Magela, President of THS, Dr. Chilo, a member in the High Table Protocol Observe. Good evening. Yeah, I'm honored to be given these couple of minutes to talk. It's just a recommendation. We from Zanzibar, we have really enjoyed and actually feel the need of continued collaboration in our work. THS has really shown us our weakness, but also appreciate our strength in relation to the way we're going to merge our way to try to deliver the best health care to the people of Tanzania. So on behalf of the government of Zanzibar, I want to express my gratitude for giving this opportunity to be able to be part of this. And I'm really looking forward to having you in Zanzibar next year. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, Dr. Sim, DPS Zanzibar. So as we go to the last phase of our timetable of the closure, so it's now high time. I welcome the high table for the few awards that we have. Niombe sasa meza kuu tutasimama kwa ajili ya awards. And the first award will be to the Youth Capacity Buildings, YOCAP. And the awardees are Kabula Lucia and Isaac Jeremiah. So Kabula Lucia, tafadhali. Kabula Lucia. Niombe Dr. Ntuli, Pia, please join the team of the high table in the group photo as we give the awards. Kabula Lucia and Isaac Jeremiah. Asante sana. And now we have awards. We have had 26 forums through this conference, and at least each forum will receive a recognition certificate for participating in this THS, the 10th THS. And we have a forum from THS, PEPFAR, USAID, please. Representatives. Can we have representatives from each of the THMS? PEPFAR, USAID, representative, CDC, Germany, UNFPA, Japaigo. Naomba tusogee tafadhali tuokoe muda. Nikitaja, nimesema THMS, PEPFAR, USAID, CDC, Germany. So CDC now. So Germany is what is next? GIZ. Are we here, GIZ? No one is here. UNFPA. UNFPA karibu. Japaigo namba usoge. Japaigo. Japaigo, are we here? Yes, thank you. UNFPA. You are not the one to handle. Jamani, tujipange. Tuna listi huko, mjipange kwa listi. Sasa pelekeni pale. Mmoja sogeni, kaeni karibu. Japaigo, they are here. Aga Khan, after Japaigo is Aga Khan. Is Aga Khan here? Can I see the sign of hand? Aga Khan is not here. Farm Access. Oh, Aga Khan is here. Aga Khan is here. Farm Access is next. Anybody from Farm Access? Farm Access is also here. So Aga Khan and Farm Access. Yes. AMREF and the D3, they are the next. AMREF, D3. AMREF, are we here? And D3? Yes, thank you very much. AMREF, D3. Yes, and Gender Health, HJFMRI. D3. And Gender Health, are we here? HJFMRI. HJFMRI, Deloitte. Deloitte, followed by Care International. Yes, Deloitte Care International. Hakikisha unapata picha nzuri tafadhali. Make sure you have a nice photo for the Insta page and so forth. Care International, Pathfinder? Anybody from Pathfinder? Care International is not here. Okay. Pathfinder, EggPath. Anybody from EggPath, please? Anybody from EggPath? Pathfinder? Yes, Pathfinder here. EggPath, nobody? EggPath, they're here. Asante. MDH? MDH? Okay, they're coming through. I see Dr. Tio. THPS? THPS, Gale Effect. Gale Effect? Gale Effect, are we here? Gale Effect, they are not here. Oh, they are here. After THPS is Gale Effect. THPS first and then Gale Effect. Water Aid? Water Aid, are we here? Yes, Water Aid, they're here. They are next. Water Aid. Palladium Forum. Palladium, are we here? Anybody from Palladium? Yes, I can see the wave. M-Mama. 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 Tupo. M-Mama. Yeah, Water Aid, Palladium, M-Mama. Nobody from M-Mama. FHI, 360 Epic. Yes, Epic, I see the wave. M-Mama is here. Oh. Sawa kabisa. M-Mama. And then FHI Epic. Huh? FHI 360 Epic. That side. And then AAPH. AAPH. Yes. They are coming. The CEO is here. And BHS. BHS, are we here? BHS, okay. So they will be represented later. So asante mgeni rasmi. So the main sponsors for the event, the main sponsors, two were picked, NMB and TMHS. NMB, TMHS. Anybody from NMB? TMHS? Anybody representative from TMHS? Nobody from TMHS? Okay. The board director. So I'll go for the outstanding contribution to the steering committee. I have 3 names. Dr. Charles Wanga, as said by the chair of the board, Dr. Saidi Mpendu, and Rahima Omar. Please come forward for your recognitions, the outstanding contribution to the organizing committee. Dr. Charles Wanga? Huh? They are not here. Saidi Mpendu? At least we recognize their contribution to the organizing committee. Bado wanaendelea na kazi nimeambiwa. Okay. Again, we have representatives of the exhibitors. I have a list of exhibitors here. So nimeambiwa exhibitors wote ambao tupo, naomba tuje tuchukue vyeti vyetu kwa kushiriki kwenye tukio hili. MOH, representative from MOH Zanzibar, Pioraj, Bakwata, naomba tufike haraka haraka, muda umekwenda. MOH Zanzibar, Bakwata, CSC, THS. Nikisoma naomba tusogee haraka kidogo. After DT, Gale Effect, Aga Khan Health Services, naomba tusogee. HPSS, Save the Children, naomba nikisoma tuongeze speed kidogo tafadhali. HPSS, Save the Children, Japaigo, and Gender Health. Naomba nikisoma tusogee tafadhali. And Gender Health, Deloitte, SKX, Farm Access, NMB. We'll be winding up in 5 minutes. Farm Access, NMB, Benjamin Mkapa Foundation. Naomba tusogee pale tafadhali. HJF MRI. UDISM, DHS2 Lab. Apotheca, Damax Solutions, Kairuki Hospital. Skills Education, again MDH, DKT International, Nurtana Investment, ICAP, PSI, Incaba Biotech, Mother to Mother, Power Computers. Please hurry up. Time is not on our side. We've TMAC, KCRI, PSI, TMAC, KCRI. We value very much your contribution and readiness to exhibit in this conference. NILAX, SHIDEFA, Plan International, I said NILAX, SHIDEFA, Plan International, Cornwall, Tanzania. If they're here, Cornwall, yes. Gobin, Action Media. Action Media. Okay, Gertrude's Children's Hospital. Gertrude's, I think they're here. So we have the participating institutions. Sysmex, Mkapa Foundation, Shidefa again, the institution, ICAP Global, Save the Children, Mzumbe University, Thamini Uhai, Mzumbe University, Thamini Uhai, USAID PS3 activity, Americaris, Americas, okay. Americas. Americas. PS3 and Mzumbe University. So, okay, so now we are going to the very last award according to my list. Can I call upon Professor Jeremiah Seni and Dr. Atia to announce to us the winners of the Best Abstract Award? Karibu sana Professor and Dr. Atia.
Habari za jioni, Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, Mheshimiwa Naibu Katibu Mkuu Pioraj, bila kupoteza muda, tunapenda kutoa award kwa ajili ya watu walio present abstracts zao. Kwa naomba nimkaribishe Dr. Atia all the way from South Africa, ataanza halafu baadaye nitasoma majina.
Evening everyone, our esteemed guests and our delegates. I'm Dr. Atia Mossam. I'm representing South Africa as they've been introducing me in the entire conference. I'm also standing on my tiptoes because I'm very short. So I am going to do a few acknowledgements before we get to the final awards. And I want to just acknowledge the wide team that was responsible for reviewing the abstracts and also judging the abstracts across the entire conference. So I've got Professor Seni with me, who is one of our abstract reviewers and judges, but I'd also like to acknowledge the following people, and please do bear with me if I get the name slightly incorrectly, but I'm going to try. So acknowledging Dr. Rogati, Dr. Atauri, Prof. Mboa, Prof. Mwambi, and Dr. Kabageni, who are all part of our abstract reviewer team. And then our judges that were with us over the past few days, Prof. Kilewo, Prof. Liamuya, Prof. Mahande, Prof. Ntinangi, Prof. Simba, Prof. Kaya, Dr. Kiwango, Dr. Nyondo, Dr. Magoma, and Dr. Haraka. Can we please give them all a round of applause? And then there is a very dedicated and special gentleman who is with us today, I hope. Arnold Koresha, where are you, Arnold? Is he not here? Please come forward, Arnold. Arnold was our abstract coordinator who worked tirelessly to make sure all of your abstracts were reviewed correctly and that we had scores. Thank you, Arnold. And then all of our young moderators, I'm sure you saw them all ensuring that our abstract sessions went really well. I don't know if they are here. If you are here, please stand up so people can see you or give a wave. And so we can just say thank you for all the hard work that you've done. Hopefully they will be sitting here one day. So round of applause to all of them. Okay, so before I hand over to Prof. Seni for the actual awards, I just want to tell you we had a total of 216 abstracts that were presented around at this conference. There were 70 presented in Group A, 71 in Group B, and 75 in Group C. So there is a lot of abstracts that we have seen. Some very amazing research. I have learned so much that I'm going to take back with me. Out of those 216, 70 were shortlisted, 70, scored above 35, the total being 40, so 35 over 40. There was a 70 that we shortlisted. So I just want you to know this so that the people that have won have done an amazing job to beat 216 other people with their abstract. So having said that, I'm going to hand over to Prof. Seni, who will now do the fun part and give you the names. Prof. Seni.
So once more, thank you very, very much. Now I'm going to announce the name. So we have two categories. So for the first category, we have the junior award, and one will go for male, one for female. And then we have the senior award, so senior investigators award. One will also go for male, and then another one for a female. So ladies and gentlemen, the first junior award for the male group, Protas Baraka. So Protas Baraka is still a medical student, and he was working on the prevalence and associated risk factor for intestinal parasitic infestations among children aged 3 to 12 years in Nzega Town Council in Tabora. Congratulations, Protas. And then the second, this is now this is for the female group. So the best awardee is Shraddha Bajaria. So Shraddha was working on, the title was Determinant of Anxiety and Depressive Symptoms Among Adolescents aged 10 to 19 years in 6 sub-Saharan African countries, India, and China. So you can see this abstract was actually crossing the continent. So congratulations, Shraddha. So ladies and gentlemen, just apart from just getting a certificate, they'll also be getting 100,000 just to appreciate the tireless work they have contributed. And then for the last two, so for the Senior Investigator Award, for the best abstract that were presented, so for the female group, we have Suluma Aslan. So Suluma was working on the prevalence and factors associated with the neuropsychiatric manifestation among patients admitted for traumatic brain injury at Referral Hospital in Dodoma. So congratulations, Suluma. And then for the male group, we have Paul Masanja. Paul Masanja. So Paul was working on addressing social norms to increase uptake of childhood immunization in Tanzania. So congratulations, Paul. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very exciting last award. So the chairperson for the Board of Directors of Tanzania Health Summit has also added 500,000 for the junior investigators. So that means Protas Baraka and Shraddha Bajaria will also take home 500,000. So in total, they'll have 600,000. So on behalf of the organizing committee, we are indeed grateful for all the reviewers, the judges, the moderators in different rooms. And we sincerely thank the organizing committee for inviting us, but also for entrusting us with this task. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki sana.
Asante sana Professor Jeremiah and Dr. Atia for that work. Niombe sasa the group of examiners who examined this job, the professors and doctors in this room, please come forward for a very good group photo as we finalize the last session of group photos. Naomba wale examiners wa hizi abstract wote, including Dr. Atia pamoja na Professor Jeremiah. I see Professor Simba, Professor Mahande and the team, please come forward for a group photo. We really acknowledge the work that you did in reviewing all the over 200 abstracts, shortlisting 70 and coming up with 4 best. Tupate picha nzuri, bado Professor Mahande hajafika, niombe Professor Mahande naye afike pale. Professor kijana. Asante sana. And then naomba wale winners were abstract now to join. The 4 awardees of the abstracts, the junior and senior, to join this picture. Professor, namba usondoke. Professor Simba, namba ubaki na wale winners, namba waje na awards zao. Namba waje pale. Okay, a big smile. Dr. Mgomela, you're behind the camera. Okay. Yes, asanteni sana professors and the winners of this award. Niombe steering committee, tuliopo steering committee, chap tupige picha moja hapa. All the steering committee, a group photo for the steering committee, please. Naomba tushangamke, muda umekwenda. Steering committee, please. Please gather for a group photo. Tuna about 32 members. Naomba tusonge steering committee. Tugawanyike na wengine tusimame mbele, wafupi kama Rehema pale. Wale warefu kama Rehema naomba tukae mbele. Wengine wanaweza kusimama juu huku kwenye. Yes. Yes. Wale warefu kama mimi naomba tusogee juu. Picha muhimu sana hiyo. Haya, naomba cameraman tupige chap, muda umekwenda.